The map is reacting! It is the Ice Barrier Kingdom! Finally, we get to show you our Ice Barriers Yu-Gi-Oh deck, this time with some combos to show off.
One destiny, the paradox begins. Neon lights hitting the asphalt blur. The gears are turning, the engines purr. You think you've seen the end of the line, but we're rewriting space and time. Locked in a circuit, breaking the code. Two hearts beating on a digital road. Rev it up, let the sparks fly high beneath the weight of a fractured sky. Double the pressure, double the winds. Welcome to the Paradox Twins. Let the games begin. Our world, your move. The Paradox Twins.
Guys, you guys are about to be frozen in the tracks. So today, we're doing the Ice Barrier deck. Check it out, deck profile.
So I split the Ice Barriers into 3 different archetypes. I use the Ice Barriers, I use the Icejades, and then I use the Crystron cards. Because I think they work kind of well together, but the main engine is the Ice Barrier. So let's start with the Ice Barriers first. So first card we're going to have is Spellbreaker. So once per turn, you can send 1 Ice Barrier from your hand to the graveyard. Neither player can use spell cards until the end of your next turn. So this is a good way to kind of lock them out of, if you're going first, right, lock them out of spell cards, because spell cards are probably like one of the most powerful cards in the game. So that's pretty good. Then the second generic Ice Barrier that I have, Judge of the Ice Barrier. So while you control Ice Barrier monster, shuffle Ice Barrier monsters, 1 or 2 of them from your graveyard back into your deck, so if you have to research them. And it also does the same thing with your opponent's graveyard. So if you don't want something in their graveyard, you can shuffle it back into their deck. Next card, Prior of the Ice Barrier. So if you control Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So you can tribute this card, then target 1 Ice Barrier in your graveyard, special summon it. So it's kind of like I can bring back from the graveyard, and I can special summon it, use it for synchro material. It's pretty good. Main engine of the Ice Barrier deck is this little guy, Spirit, because this guy can change its level from 1, 2, or 3. It can send a card from the deck to the graveyard, and you need some of the Ice Barrier cards in the graveyard to use their effects. But it gives you the ability to kind of like synchro into like the different monsters that you need to synchro into. So it gives you the option of picking which ones you want. So he's like the main really engine for the Ice Barrier deck. So you need this card. This is a tuner, but discard 1 card, declare 1 attribute, monsters that attribute target this card for attacks. So it's just a tuner, I guess. When it can't target Ice Barrier monsters you control with effect. So this guy, the Ice Barrier cards, each one has like protection, some type of protection. So if you can get multiple on the field, you kind of almost like freezing your opponent and locking them out of playing the game. So that's what's cool about them. Another tuner, this one says monsters, if I control no Ice Barrier monsters with attack higher than this card's defense, can't declare an attack. So that's pretty good. Then this card, I have 2 of these. This card basically lets you summon out a token, Ice Barrier token, so you can kind of like, if it's in the graveyard, banish it, summon a token, so you can use the token to synchro summon with. You can also special summon this card out, so it's also pretty good for synchro summoning. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can reveal as many Ice Barrier monsters from your hand, then target that many spell and trap cards your opponent controls, and return those targets to the hand. So this card, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it from the graveyard, and it'll let you use one of the monsters that you have that says discard as a discard instead. You can also special summon 1 tuner from the deck. We have Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card. Spells and trap cards your opponent's field are banished instead, so they don't go to the graveyard. They just straight up get banished. If this card is double summon or special summon, you can add one ice barrier spell or trap to your hand. Basically want to send to the graveyard. When it's in the graveyard, you can special summon them back, and then you can kind of like synchro summon with them. One other effect monster, special summon up to 3 ice barrier tokens, and if you do, this card's level increases by that number. So you can kind of change the different level of this monster so you can synchro summon. And then if this card's sent to the graveyard, you can add one ice barrier card that is banished or in your deck to your hand. It's a tuner. You can special summon this guy out. Opponent can't activate monster effects in the graveyard. Generic water card. This helps you special summon himself out, but it's also if it's in the graveyard, I can banish it and then recycle materials or monsters in my graveyard back into my deck. The very first spell I have, this is not really an ice barrier card, but it's a good field card that lets you change the different levels of your monsters so you can be able to synchro summon even easier. So a lot of different ways that we can change the levels so we can get the levels that we need. And that's the whole key thing. You can't like use up your field, block your field with monsters that you're not able to use to synchro summon. They're too high in level, the levels don't match up, so that's where you really have to use like other cards to change the levels, and this is one of them. Get one level 4 lower ice barrier monster in graveyard, special summon it. That's how you search. Okay, add ice barrier monster from your deck to your hand, so that's your searcher. It says tribute any number of ice barrier monsters, special summon from your deck, one level 4 or lower ice barrier monster with different names from each other. During your main phase, you can banish it, and then you can target one of your ice barrier monsters that is banished or in the graveyard, add it back to your hand. When an attack is declared, change the opponent's monster's attack to 0, negate its effects. Also, it cannot change its battle phase. You can banish this card from the graveyard, send one level 5 or higher water monster from your deck to the graveyard, and add one water monster from your graveyard to your hand. Opponent can activate the effects or cards in response to the activation of your ice barrier monsters. It's a good protection. If a monster is special summoned from the extra deck, you can shuffle one ice barrier you control and then place one card on the field or in the graveyard to the bottom of the deck. Ooh. But the main reason why I have it is for the very last effect. It says you can banish this card in the graveyard and negate the effects. So when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets an ice barrier, synchro monster, this will protect it. This Icejade card is kind of like the main one because you can special summon this card from your hand and it can negate monster effects. It's a tuner, but this one lets you equip to a monster, and Icejade monster equips you, gains 400 attack and defense, but it helps you like synchro summon into your Icejade boss monster. Lets you special summon a token. When this token is special summoned to the field, you can kind of basically, because it's a tuner, synchro summon with it. So that's great. Monster on the field or in the graveyard, you can take one Icejade monster from your deck and either summon it to the graveyard or special summon it face up. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up card your opponent controls, banish it. This one, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to add like a Crystron spell. The main reasons why I'm playing like the lower levels, because I don't really have a lot of Crystron cards. If I had like more Crystron cards, I could probably play like the higher Crystron monsters, but since I don't, you need like another Crystron to use the effect. These ones, the lower ones, you don't really need it. It's generic kind of. To summon kind of like the 2 or the 3, and when I use the 2 or 3, I can kind of synchro into one of my other Crystron synchro monsters. Add a Crystron card from your deck to your hand. First time a Crystron monster will be destroyed, it's not destroyed. This guy is so important. It's a link too, but this guy is a searcher, and then I can banish him from on my opponent's turn actually to basically get out the synchro monster. So I can get out this card, and then this card also lets me synchro summon on my opponent's turn. So it's kind of like I can dodge, and I can also synchro into something on my opponent's turn. I can change monsters from face up to face down position, and if it's destroyed by battle, I can target one Crystron in my graveyard and special summon it. This this card is Synchro Summon, I can add 1 Crystron from my graveyard or banishment to my hand. If this card is Special Summon, it's destroyed by battle card effect, I can Special Summon 1 Crystron from my graveyard or banishment. Basically like multiple cards your opponent controls based on how many Synchro materials it used to get the card out, and banish them. And tokens, multiple tokens in the deck. Use the freezing chains. When it's Synchro Summon, return a card to your hand. Boom. So I can activate this again next turn. Cards, and then target cards in my opponent's field, return those cards to the hand. So the Synchro Summon, destroy all of your opponent's attack position monsters, and this card can attack up to 2 times during the battle position. If this card attacks the defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. If this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect or battle, you can banish 1 water monster in your graveyard, special summon card. And if you do, it's treated as a tuner. But I can discard up to 2 cards, and then I can destroy that many cards in the field. So it's another discard effect. Once per chain, if your opponent special summons a monster, then you can special summon 1 Ice Barrier from your hand, deck, or extra deck, or graveyard. And then you can change 1 attack position monster your opponent controls to the defense position. Okay? And if this card is Synchro Summon, if it leaves the field, you can special summon 1 Ice Barrier Synchro monster from your extra deck, and it's treated as a Synchro Summon. So yeah, that's pretty good. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can banish 1 card from each of your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard. And this card, if it's destroyed, you can special summon Crystron back, okay, or from your extra deck. And this card can banish up to 3 cards your opponent controls. This monster declares an attack, you detach 1 Icejades from its card. The attacking monster loses 1,000 attack. And if it's destroyed, sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a water monster, Icejades into the rank 5, and this card lets me banish a card on the field. Quick effect, if this card's going to be destroyed or banished, quick effect, it is not. So like basically you try to destroy it by battle, you try to destroy it by card effect, it can't be destroyed once per turn at least. And you can't banish it either because it has banish protection. So you have to like either tribute it, use it as fusion material, XYZ material, you return it to the hand, I guess, okay, but it has good protection. Skill, I thought this would be kind of like a cool skill. It's your Bastion, and he basically lets you call like one of the elements. Most likely you would call water, and then all water monsters 500 attack and lose 400 defense. That is my Ice Barrier deck. Now let me show you how some of the combos work. Okay, let me show you like a combo that we could pull off. So if we do Ice Barrier Medallion, that lets me add like Ice Barrier monster from my deck to my hand. So then I can add this guy. Then if I normal summon this card, I can discard 1 card. So let's say we discard this card to the graveyard to special summon this guy out. Okay, now this guy I can also change the level and send from my deck to my graveyard Ice Barrier monster, and it becomes that level. So I can send this from my deck to my graveyard, and then this becomes level 2. And this is a tuner, so I can get this from the graveyard to get a token. So I can get a token, so that's level 7. Okay, and then if you have this, you can also special summon that from your hand. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can do 11. So basically, from this point, you can kind of choose this thing, which is also pretty good. You could return cards to your hands. This one probably won't be that good in this scenario, but you could get it out, I guess. Go into the kind of like the Tri-Trucks card combo with Link Summoning, and this guy's another Searcher if you wanted to. You could also get out XYZ cards. So like this is this 1 card combo, and this is just one of the combos in the deck, and there's so many combos you could do, but that's kind of like the main engine of what you're trying to do, because this lets you kind of really change the levels so you can really get into whatever you need, and that's the Ice Barrier kind of idea. So like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about the Ice Barrier deck. Hopefully you guys see the potential here. And we're going to take this into the tournament, and we're going to show you how well it can do inside of the tournament. So follow the series and keep up with everything that we're doing.